I've actually been to all of those places, and I have to give I'm going to give a very special shout out to someone very, very special here tonight for me, and that is my mum. I love you, Mum. You know, my mum, from when I was very little, there was lots of things she told me. One was, remember every person on the planet needs to feel appreciated. Great advice. She also said, you don't have to stand on a chair to be heard, Hugh. Don't worry, everyone will notice you. Sorry, Mum. Sorry about that. I may not have listened to that little bit of advice. Okay, I'm kidding. I grew up with 4 older brothers and sisters. My youngest sister was born when I was 11, so I grew up the youngest, right? Which everybody thinks is the best. Let me hear from you if you're the youngest in your family. There's always a few like jeers at the end when I say that's always the middle kids. No, something on my shirt, but everyone thinks it's the best, and it's not. It's the worst being the youngest, because your whole life, everybody else gets to do stuff you're not old enough to do, right? And then they're always like, Hugh, relax, you get to do it next year. I'm like, a year's time, I'm 7, I want to punch you in the face. Like... By the way, I am going to play the piano tonight for you all, because I figure 3 years of piano lessons at high school qualifies you to play arenas all around the world. Life is so unfair. Look at these lifelong professionals sitting up here in the semi-darkness. Thank you. So that's why I remember so clearly the day of my first game of cricket, right? I was 8 years old, I think. And I'll never forget it, because this was my cricket team, right? My own cricket uniform, my own cricket gear. There's nothing to do with my brothers. This was the biggest day of my life up to this point. And it was on a Saturday morning, and our house Saturday morning was crazy, right? Everyone's off playing sport, being driven to sport, shopping, whatever. So I remember being told, make sure you're at the end of the driveway at 8:30, because you're going to get picked up, the game starts at 9. So I'm out there at the end of the driveway at like 6:30, waiting. And I'm waiting and I'm waiting, and I'm thinking, this feels wrong, something feels wrong about this. I've been waiting a long time. And I run back inside to check on the time, and it's already 9 o'clock. And I'm starting to panic, because I'm thinking, was it 9:30 or 8:30? Was I meant to be inside in case the phone rang? And I'm really starting to freak out. And now it's 10 o'clock. I've probably missed the game. And I'm so angry, I was just sitting out there at the end of the driveway. And there's no cell phones, right? You can't call anyone. I'm just waiting. Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear? Well, let that lonely feeling wash away. Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. And oh, someone will come running, and I know, take you home. 'Cause even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. Let the sun come streaming in, as you reach up and you rise again. If you only look around, you will be found. You will be found. Really a story of an 8-year-old boy first game of cricket. I mean, who knows? Maybe the game was the following week. Maybe someone forgot to pick me up. Maybe it never happened. And for some reason, that's the memory I have in my head. And I think it's because when I was 8, I was about as vulnerable as I'd ever been in my life. And I really wish I could go back to that 8-year-old version of myself, put my arm around me and say, hey, everything's going to be okay. I know this feels terrible today. I know there's a lot going on you don't understand, but this will not define you. In fact, what will define you is how many people will be there to pick you up when you fall. We don't have, you know.